showing up on social media. And even though you may not be perfect, they're going to admire that you even had the courage to show up on social media, put yourself out there, try to grow your business, try to grow your brand. And it's something they probably wish they could do too. Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the Get Out of Your Own Way podcast. I'm your host, Sam DeSalvo. And on this podcast, we talk all things wellness, motivation, productivity, healthy living, and business. I hope you guys are having a great week so far. And if it's not off to a great start, then I hope it turns around for you. And if you're back for the third week in a row, I just love you. I just want to give you a kiss on the cheek, and I'm so glad you're back. Today's topic, we're going to be talking about probably my most asked questions, or the thing that people come to me for the most advice about. And that is social media confidence and video confidence, how to show up on social media, how to get comfortable posting videos and get comfortable talking on videos. So for those who don't know, I am a social media manager. I own my own business. It is called East Coast Creative Media. We help local businesses grow online. So we will actually go to local businesses and help them create content for their social media pages. And this includes video content. So helping them get a little bit more comfortable posting online and talking on camera, because it is uncomfortable at first. So we help break the barrier of, showing up on social media. And I think by them hiring us, they're like, okay, well, I have to do it now. They're here. Let's record this. Let's get past this. And with that, I find that all my clients, every single one of them at first, I can see it that they do feel awkward doing it. But the more we do it, the way better they get at it. They even tell me oh, I was so uncomfortable doing this at first. But, each time I do it, it gets a little bit better. It's just part of my business at this point. And I love to see that progress in people. So I've actually have had people ask me if I do coaching for this, Sam, can you do a one-on-one session with me? Getting confidence for social media, how can I show up on social media a little bit better and get past these barriers that I've built in myself? And I've listened to the people. I have started to incorporate strategy and coaching within our business. So if this is something that you're looking for one-on-one specific help to meet your needs on social media and how to get past your own barriers, reach out to me on social media. You can find me at Sam DeSalvo or at East Coast Creative Media. I would love to connect with you and talk a little bit more about what this looks like. And I'm very excited to expand those services too. So definitely stay tuned for all of that. And today's episode is for both business and personal content creators. So whether you already own an established business and you are looking to build the business and get more clients or customers into your business, or if you're a service-based business to get more clients as well, this episode's for you. But also if you just enjoy creating content, you have a creative side of you, but there's something inside of you that holds you back from showing up on social media because you feel awkward, or you don't know if you're doing it right and you don't know how to get past your own blocks, then today's episode's for you as well. So if you are creating a personal brand or you have a business, I encourage you to listen to this whole entire episode, as it's full of so many strategies and tips on why posting on social media with video is important and how to get a little bit better by incorporating these different strategies. So social media is where people are finding their information now. So if you're not already on social media and posting on behalf of your brand or your business, then you are going to become irrelevant. And you're giving your competitors on social media a whole step ahead of you by not posting on social media and not showing up on video. Video content tends to receive higher engagement rates than other types of social media content. This is because the videos are eye-catching and they're short and condensed pieces of information that people can get and receive quickly. So even think of your own social media trends or your own searches online. When you're looking up a piece of information or you need to figure something out, if there's a short video of how to do it quickly, you're going to watch that over reading through a whole entire blog article. So those trends are the same thing when people are on social media and looking at your type of business. If you can convey your message in short pieces of information or convey it in a video where people don't have to read through an entire post, they are more likely to do that. And that's why you should definitely incorporate video content into your strategy and into your business. Social media actually prioritizes video content over any other types of content. So images, static posts, carousels, they actually are pushing video because the algorithm enjoys that. It's going to give you a wider reach and you're going to be able to reach more people. By posting videos online and showing up online, you also create a brand reputation. So what does this mean? You're basically creating brand awareness around who you are, who you stand for, what your business is all about. And your video content is a great way to increase brand awareness and build a strong online presence. So when people see who you are outside of your business, so you have your business or your brand as a whole, and then you are posting videos on behalf, you are able to convey your personality, you are able to convey your values, what you stand for, and people are able to know who you are outside of your business. And this is kind of marketing 101, but people buy from people. So if you show up and you're conveying your personality to others, they're going to be able to click with your personality a little bit better. And then they're going to want to work with you because they know your vibe. You become familiar. I've had people come up to me and say, I feel like I know you from somewhere. And even though I don't have a, massive following on social media, I have been doing this for years now. And that's 5-6 years now. So I've created videos for this amount of time and people are like, I feel like I know you. And I'm like, you know me from the social media world and like what I do online, but we probably don't know each other like in person. So you're actually becoming a leader in your industry by showing up on video on social media. And people will know who you are and they'll see like you'll pass their content a couple of times. And after a while, you become familiar to your audience. And think of TikTok. There's TikTokers, I have no idea their names. I don't. But I'm like, that girl on TikTok, she looks like this. She does this. Like I pass her stuff all the time. And like, that's how I'm describing somebody on social media, because if you see their content enough time, like, their face, kind of what they do. You may not remember their name, but they're an established leader in their industry. So videos are an effective way to tell stories and convey emotions, making them super powerful for marketing and branding. And along with this, like I said, you're creating established authority in your industry of what you do and that you're a leader in this and that you know what you're talking about. Now that you know why it's so important of like why you should be doing this for your business and for your brand, and it's something that you want to do and you want to get past these roadblocks, but you just really don't know how, then I encourage you to keep listening because I'm going to go through 5 different strategies on how you can show up on social media, how I've gotten past my roadblocks of showing up on social media too. And I encourage you to incorporate these and try them, and you will definitely see the results pay off in the long run. Like I already explained why it's important. Now, if you put in the work, you will see the outcome and you will start to grow online. You'll start to get a wider audience. You'll start to talk to more people. And you will also just get better at it. The more you do it, the more you'll get better at it. So my first strategy for talking on social media is to be authentic. So in life, you either need to be the first, the best, or different. So I'm sure you're not the first person to be talking on social media. And if you're listening to this podcast, you're probably not the best. So you need to be different. And by being different, just be you. Be exactly who you are. People want to follow you for who you are. If they wanted to follow what everybody else is doing, they would go follow everybody else. So the basic people out there that are doing the same things over and over, talking in the same ways, they would go follow them and not follow you. So if you're like everyone else, they'll just follow everyone else. So stay true to who you are. And authenticity is key here because people will appreciate your honesty and vulnerability for showing up on social media. And even though you may not be perfect, they're going to admire that you even had the courage to show up on social media, put yourself out there, try to grow your business, try to grow your brand. And it's something they probably wish they could do too. So try not to worry about being absolutely perfect on social media. You being your whole self and showing off your entire personality just shows that you are human just like them. So it becomes more relatable for them. When people's content gets too cookie cutter and too perfect looking, polished, it almost doesn't seem as genuine or as relatable. So it's okay if it's not exactly polished and perfect, and try to convey your personality through your videos. So, for example, I helped my boyfriend Nick make some videos. He's a real estate agent and he needed some help, posting on social media. Like, this was a roadblock that he had too. And I was recording him one day and I could tell when he talked on camera, he had a whole different voice and he would do like different pitches in his voice and just not be who he is. And as I was recording him as his girlfriend, I can say like, no, like talk to me, like talk as if you're talking to me, because people are going to be able to see that that is just not your personality. That is not who you are. If you talk to them like you talk to other people in the world, they're going to be like, wow, this feels genuine. There's a connection here. I feel connected to this person. Try to be your authentic self. And I know that's easier said than done because you're talking to a camera and not an actual person. So it definitely comes with practice, but try to keep your same exact tone that you would talk to a normal person with. Don't have like your customer service voice on, because people will be able to see through that and they would appreciate if you were your more authentic self and just showed up online. If you have a goofy side of yourself, give that to social media too and give that to people. People will so appreciate that. If you are a funny person, you have humor, share that with your audience. Don't try to fit into this box because you're not made to fit into a box. Try to stand out, be different so you can stand out as someone new on social media and the right people will be attracted to you. My second strategy for showing up on video on social media is to pretend you already have an audience. So I think a lot of people kind of fall into the category of no one cares what I'm talking about. No one cares that I'm posting about my meals or my workouts or what I'm up to today. And I've fallen into these traps too with my own head. I have gotten into no one really cares what I'm saying or what I'm up to. Who am I to be talking about these things like that. And these are the like seeds of doubt that we have planted in our heads, in our own heads. But I just want you to take a second and think about you as a consumer on social media. How many strangers have you watched doing a grocery haul? How many strangers have you watched doing a day in their life? You don't even know their first or their last name, but you're watching a whole day in their life because it's interesting. We like to see other humans being human, and I don't know what the psychology is behind that, but we all do it. So for you to think that nobody cares what you're doing, why do you care what other people are doing? It's just human nature. So try to combat that when you get into these seeds of doubt that no one cares. People do care. And if you're pretending you're speaking to a whole audience of people, those people will eventually find you because you are already talking as if you're an established leader in your industry or in whatever subject it may be. People are going to be interested in that and then follow you for that reason. So your audience will come later. Just speak to them, speak into existence, manifest it as if it's already there, and it will happen. It'll be a slow progression, but it will happen. Even though I feel like this should have been the first point, I felt like I had to cover those two things first. So the third point I have is just start. Be the best beginner that you can be. So true story, I have been doing videos on social media for over like 6 years now. And I stumbled across my first YouTube channel a couple weeks back and holy crap, it was so bad. So bad. Like, first of all, the camera quality, the way I was holding the camera, everything was so questionable. But when people are like, how are you so comfortable like coming on social media, talking on social media? You have to remind yourself that I didn't start here and I have been doing this for 5, 6 years now. So I have those cringy, bad videos to start and look back on that. That was my starting point, and that may be your starting point too. But if you look at the progression over the years, it does get better. And it just kind of comes with practice too. So start small, start by creating just short videos, maybe just jump on your stories and start talking there because those go away within 24 hours. So maybe that's where you start making your videos, and then you start making short reels, and then those short reels turn into long form videos along the way. But just give yourself a starting point. Don't try to do it all at once. Don't try to create a 20-minute long video where you already feel so uncomfortable doing it. Don't do that to yourself. Just start small by making, little videos. And then the more you practice, the more comfortable you'll become doing it, the longer the content will be. And then also just try to record videos, record you talking, and you can give yourself permission that I'm going to record this. And then if I don't want to end up posting it, I don't have to. And I find that you'll be more comfortable with yourself because you're like, if I want to put this in the recycling bin, then I can. So it doesn't matter if this thing flops. It's just for practice. I'm just getting out there. I'm just trying it. And if I want to post it, I can. But if I don't have to. And while you're practicing, I think you'll find your style. So everyone's style is a little bit different. Some people like more formal and scripted content. Other people like more casual, laid back content. So play around with a couple different styles and you'll find what you're more comfortable doing, whether that be short form, long form, voiceovers, whether that be you not talking at all or you not showing your face right away. You'll find your style. And once you find your voice and how you enjoy creating content, it'll get a lot easier for you in the long run. The fourth strategy that I have for you for making videos for social media and getting more comfortable is to plan your content. So don't just completely go off the whim. You'll never even probably start because you don't know where to start. So before recording or posting anything, plan out what you're going to say and the message that you're trying to convey. So that'll help you stay focused and it'll help you be more confident of what you're saying because you know exactly what it is that you're trying to say. So you can even keep notes on the side of your screen or on the side of your camera and look at them as you go and edit the parts out that you look at your notes so that way you stay on topic and you know exactly what you're trying to say. And by having your content planned out, also I keep in my notes app just a rolling list of my different content ideas. And I think content ideas come to me at the most random times. So I like to keep a list in there of different ideas that I have or frequently asked questions that I've been getting. For example, this podcast right here, I get a lot of questions around this topic, how to show up on social media, how to be more confident in it. So I figured this would be a great piece of content to make. And then after that, I take the video or the video idea, break it down into points, and then that way I'm able to convey my message in a clear and precise manner. So I encourage you to plan out your content, maybe get ideas, get inspiration from other people, and then make sure to make it your own. And then the last strategy that I have for you guys for showing up, being confident on social media is to engage with your audience. So treat your audience as if they are your little community. You're showing up for them. You're providing all of this content for them. You're providing them with value. So respond to their comments and their questions and ask for feedback. Ask what they would like to see more of, maybe what they would like to see less of. And this will help you not only improve, but it will also make you feel more comfortable and confident that you are talking to people. You are having a conversation with other people out on social media. Something that I like to keep in mind too is that I could post all of this content that I post and I don't need a humongous following. I don't care about any of that stuff. What I care about is if I can help one person, if I could help one person out there, get a little bit better at all the different topics that I have been and I will be talking about in this podcast, then that means the absolute world to me. So if I could just show up for one person, then that's enough for me. And I think if you keep that mindset that you don't need, 200K followers to say that you made it, and then at that point, it'll make sense for you to post video content. It makes sense for you to post video content now. One, if you're a personal content creator and this is something that you enjoy doing and you want to do more of, it's just you get a little nervous about it, then I encourage you to just keep showing up, keep creating. The right audience will fall into place. If people unfollow you for it, then they're weeding themselves out. I'm like, see the door. See you later. It was nice having you. See you next time. Like, I'd rather have people like unfollow me because they don't want to see me than watch my content and say, like, oh, she's so annoying. Like, I literally hate watching her and stuff like that. Like, if you think someone's annoying, you can unfollow them. And the same goes for other people watching your content too. So the right people will fall into place. And like I said, it doesn't mean having a huge audience to say that that's when you need to start making content. You could start making content for the little followers you have, and to have a tight-knit community is honestly so amazing. And you're able to be more comfortable with a small community, and you'll get more practice and you'll get better. And then over time, things will start to grow, but you will grow with it. So that's the beauty of practicing, just showing up, just trying it. And as I mentioned earlier too, that a lot of people will admire you for even having the courage to show up and post a video. It's something that they wish that they could have done. And as I mentioned earlier, if you're looking for more in-depth training about this topic, I would love to offer you a strategy and coaching session. So reach out to me on social media, and I'm excited to expand those services. We have a Q&A portion on our website. So if you have anything that you struggle with or that you want to, get advice on, but you don't know where to go and you don't really want to talk to anyone about it, on our website at eastcoastcreativemedia.com, there is a portion for this podcast, Get Out of Your Own Way podcast, at the top. Click on that, scroll about halfway down, and there's the anonymous Q&A section. And you can submit anything that you are struggling with or how you feel like you're getting in your own way. I would love to touch base upon it and talk about it on this podcast. I can promise you it's 100% anonymous and no one will know who it came from, not even I. So I encourage you to submit something on there. I would love to talk about it because there's probably other people who are struggling with similar things as you, and they would love to get advice on it too. I have some fun things planned for the podcast coming up in the future. I have some awesome topics that I think you will love. I have amazing guests coming on the show soon. So be sure to stay tuned and just keep following. And I appreciate you guys so, so much. And I will talk to you guys next week. Thank you so much for listening in, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.